Da, 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 da. Did the stream start? Okay, probably it started. I don't know. Let's just get back to the work. Last time we were able to model every blocks that we are planning, like the wooden one, the what's called tires, and the barrels, and we also have these blocks, right? So now we go for a short ride. Uh, okay, so far so good. Okay, and today we're going to work on the tires. Fine, the wooden blocks not fine because we want to spawn the wreckage after we go through the door or the fence, and then we want to make those broken wooden parts disappear. We haven't worked on that, so let's divide this into three categories. First it's look. Oh my god, it's small. Okay, look. Then let's make this work. And we need another one called feel. We will work on the VFX and sound and other thing that will make the world more live in this section. So let's start with the wooden blocks. But first I wanna see if anyone's watching my stream, so I'll just go back to YouTube from my mobile because I don't have a second monitor, so kinda sucks. So YouTube, search MUT1 and you. I'm not streaming. It says I'm not streaming. Oh, okay. I am actually streaming. My bad. Yeah, there we are. One watching, and that would be me, probably. So I think I should share it. I'll share my link later. It's like 5 minutes later. What's this? Facilitation, tools and direction. Okay, we don't need that. So let's work on the wooden blocks. So we'll go back to Unity. We need to do some programming again. I thought I'd take a break from the technical stuffs, but it's important. We're making an MVP of a single track, so it's important. Let's go scripts and where road props, we have speed reducer, and then we're going to add a new script and we're going to call it Mut1 behavior. Behavior, what's the spelling? Fuck. It's not the best. Let me just check it real quick. Getting dumber and dumb each day because of the autocomplete. Behavior, behavior, okay. Good friends behavior and enter, and we go there. Shucks, we have to go to preference, external tools, and writer. I don't know why it keeps changing. I hate this. You know, I'm working on Linux, and sometimes it's so hard to work on Linux. Oh, jeez. Okay, we are in the Mut1 behavior, and let's put it in the namespace. Let's say serialize field, private game object. What's wrong with you? Private game object, and it will be our fans visual, and let's give fans fracture. Let's go here, and this is my okay, this is my fence, and this is my fracture, right? So I will instantiate this, and yeah, I'll just instantiate this, right? That should work. Let me think for a while. If I let me apply here, then in the fence visual, this will be the one. I will just disable the collider and mesh renderer from here, from this object, and I will instantiate this, and for each game object here I will apply a force from the direction of the car and the direction the car is moving with the direction of towards the fence. Okay, sounds very complicated. Like do I have a paint tool? Paint, I guess not. I have a whiteboard here, so I think I can paint here. So what I want to do is, this is my fence, right? And this is my car. So when it hits, I will calculate the velocity, the direction of velocity, and I will calculate the direction from the hit point towards all the parts that will spawn. Then I will make it fuck. Okay, let's assume these are the parts, so I will get the direction of each part, and I will apply force. Okay, yeah, that's, I apply force or just the velocity. And I'll add some very large linear what is it called, linear damping or something. Yeah, linear damping. I'll set a high linear damping, and I'll just calculate and apply the velocity. Or I can make it like explode if I just from the center I calculate everything and apply a velocity towards it or a force, so it will like it will be more like an explosion, but we want so that it actually looks like it's being hit from the car, you know. So what to do. Yeah, I think I'll just calculate the heat point. I think we can get the heat point here, most likely, but I'm not sure. And we'll just calculate the direction. Or not, or let's just focus on instantiating the fracture. Okay, so fracture, fence fracture, and what's fence visual, and let's do a on collider on collision enter, and if it's player, then fence visual dot collide. Okay, private collider. Oh, actually, let's give this fence fracture. Is it instantiate? Yeah, instantiate instantiate. Yeah. Not the contacts one. Let's say fence visual dot transform dot position, and quaternion is identity. Let's say, what is it, by the way? Let me check. Rotation of what, which way it is rotated, then fence visual dot transform dot rotation. After instantiating, we can fence visual start set active to false. Yeah, this should do the initial job. So let's just take a baby steps and see how it goes. So wood fence, it's not a prefab yet, so let's make it a prefab. Wood fence prefab, and its wood fence fracture is another prefab. Let's group this into a folder. Wood fence, then let's put them to inside it. In wood fence, let's set wood fence behavior, and in the visual it's itself. How do I say itself? we don't need that. We just need to put the fracture object here, and okay, and in here let's get rid of the fence visual, and we can just say game object or transform the position, and you can say game rotation, game object set active is equal to true. Programming, am I right? Okay, so for what to do, okay, let's give it a test here. So you have it with fence behavior. Oh my god, but there's two scripts here. Remove one, override apply all, and here we'll apply the fence fracture. Let's delete this for a while, and let's try. Okay, it works. See? It works, but it kind of blocks our way. I don't want to like block my way, you know. I just wanna go straight to it. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Like, let's set up dozens of it. So it stops the momentum. I don't want to stop the momentum, you know. It stops the momentum heavily. How can I make it so it doesn't stop the momentum? It just breaks through. One way would be to just you know, remove the collider, just make it bigger, but no, that's how it shouldn't work. If I am like on low speed, I just touch it, and if it breaks, that's bad. I don't wanna like do that. So what can we do? Let's ask Grok for once. Let's select this. Do we have Grok here? Grok. If my curve hits the rack, hits the wood fence, the momentum is ruined because the collider is stopping it. Then it breaks. But I don't want to stop the hamper the momentum if the car let's say if it's very slow, then lock the car, otherwise just run through. Let's see what it suggests. To allow the car to bridge the ocean to the rolling momentum when moving at high speed while stopping it when slow, you can modify the open reverse key to check the car speed. Blah 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 blah. And when stopping slowly, you can modify this to check the car speed, measure velocity during the collision. If the speed exceeds a certain threshold, the fence brakes without affecting the car's momentum by when the fence collider is setting it to a trigger. If the speed is below the threshold, the collider remains active, stopping the car. Here's how you can achieve in your script. Check the car's velocity component of the colliding car. Compare the speed threshold. Okay. Disable the collider or set a trigger. So all the collider will be listening to the car's velocity. That's crazy. Oh my god, look at the what did I say, fired software code here. Look at it. It's a player and rigid body bro, it's not gonna work. Because it's calculating just when it hits, so it's going to be stopped. I don't want that. Let's think about something. Let's think about. Man, it didn't have to be this complicated, right? If it's a wall and we draw a big area of trigger area. That's right, a big trigger area, and if it enters, we'll have another collider here. If it enters, we turn off the collider with the speed. But if the momentum is, let's say, very low, we say don't remove the collider. No? I think that should work. Or we'll change the layer so that it will go through. Let's try. And this is our wood fence. Let's go and give him fucking hell. Let's give him a 3D object. Let's give him a cube. Let's scale him up. Y-axis, Y-axis, okay. And it already has a box collider, very nice. And we are going to remove the mesh collider because we don't need the mesh collider here. And in the wooden fence we have a box collider. Let's make it a trigger. And size, let's increase the size like this. Let's also increase the Z, also the Y a little, you know, if it comes from upwards, you know. Let's bit a little for this. So if it goes above it, it's still going to break. That's gonna look sick. I think so. I'm not sure. Okay. So cube. Okay, cube. Let's name it. Let's name you blocker. Let's I named it blocker, right? Okay, so let's go to, instead of on collision enter, we're going on trigger enter. If the game object is a player, if other get component, let's say why it's not working for cheat body dot linear velocity dot magnitude is more than 1, let's say 5. Okay, if it's less than 5, or let's just say, come on man, it's field private float speed speed limit. I thought of another cool name, but I just forgot it. Let's set it to speed limit. Yeah, speed threshold. You know, it's time to sound cool. Speed threshold, and let's put it here as well. If it's more than the threshold, then we're going to break it. So private collider private collider blocker collider, and in start set blocker collider get component in children. Let's say we have box collider. Yeah, box collider. Bam. Let's say yeah, sure. Box collider is of collider, so okay. And if it's more than the threshold, then we say blocker collider dot enable equals to false. Then we do this. Wait, we don't have to do this because we can just do this, right? Yeah, otherwise just stay normal. We don't even need reference to block our collider. And no, we don't need you. So let's see. In there, like if you touch the barrel or tire, you will lose your speed. It's like, but here, oh my god, what? Something's wrong. It's missing something. It's saying it's missing something. Okay, game object has no rigid body, but it's trying to. Oh my god. Sheesh. What can we do? What can we do? Well, that's simple because we already did it here, right? If it's a player, if the collision enter is a player, then game object.get component. Okay, why this works but not this, get component. rb.velocity, rb.argument, get component. Game object.get component. Let's do that. Okay. And let's try this. Fake. Scheiße. Has KMJ, but she's trying to access the property to add it into the queue to check if the component is just rephrasing it. Wait, what? Okay, yeah. Weird, very weird. Works in one case, doesn't work in one case. What can we do? Let's go to our, let's delete this one, and let's go to our car body and car and cube 2. And it's looking for the, what is it, the rigid body here. but it's not finding any because the rigid body is actually in here. So what I should do is but why this one's working? Let's do debug dot log and other dot game object dot name. Also in speed reducer, we say and if we hit this, yeah, it's saying car quattro refactor the game object, okay. But if I go this, it says cube 002. Because it's a trigger, it's acting like that. That's it. If I say on collision, say on collision enter, and I say this here, Control C, and where it go? Where did it go? Where did it go? Where did it go? Wooden fans, and if I made it not trigger, and it will work. That's what you were telling me, right? Okay, let's see. Yeah, it's working. Let's try again. It's so weird, so weird, so weird, so weird. The code is identical, but it gets the wrong object. Collider dot other, it's collider dot other, it's different, you know, one is collider, one is collision. And let's see, class collision pair dot on is a collider on collision. Okay, game object this dot body, no, this body component this dot collider. and collider dot other seems different. Control F, other, and where is it? There's no such thing in other there, so what am I doing here? Collider dot game object. Okay. Collider takes from component and collision does not. Collision actually has collider, but and wait. Collision dot game object dot component. This is a bit tricky. On trigger enter is a bit tricky now. Now if it's player, we just let's call the game object myself, like player. How about that? Yeah, everything should they should have they should know about the states of the players, right? But if it's multiplayer, then that's a bit of headache. If it's inside the trigger, then if it's a player, let's just let's look for the rigid body. Okay, so rigid body RB equal to other dot game object dot get component in parent. Let's, I don't know how much there it goes, so in parent let's say rigid body, let's see, and see rb dot game object dot name, and if rb dot linear velocity and magnitude and stuff, let's check the trigger. Okay, the trigger is okay. Let's recheck again. When we enter the trigger, we find the rigid body of that object, and after we get the rigid body, we check if it meets the speed threshold. If it's over the threshold, you're gonna do stuff. All right, and let's try this. And to do this, we have to make it a trigger, and in on collision inter, let's just a bit. We have on collider inter as well. Collider on collider heat, we have on collider heat, and we have on collision. I don't know what this do, but I need to figure it out because it's an interesting discovery. No, Yes, it works. It works. It works, but damn. কিসের নেটফ্লিক্সের ও আমার ওই AM-164 হ্যাঁ জানি AM-164 আমি খুলছি স্ট্রিমের মাইক খুলছি হ্যাঁ বলো ট্যাবে yeah 59% 59%. Okay. Uh, let's say না না কিছু না তোমাকে বলিনি ফোনে চার্জ দিছি ট্যাবে চার্জ না দিও চ্যাট দেখতেছি তো জিরো জিরো চ্যাট না না ঢুকবে না okay where was why yeah so we added the Elden Ring feature okay so now my game is like one step closer to being Elden Ring here. Now I gotta find a way to shrink them down so they don't populate the world. Like now they're reacting to my physics, right? But we don't want it to react to physics anymore. What I can do is we can just deactivate after some minutes, and that's the plan. So where was I? Okay, so this. Oh, I need another script to get all the children to a list and then use the what is it called? I forgot the name. Dotwin, yeah. Then use Dotwin to shrink them down and finally delete the objects or deactivate the objects. I think deleting would do better, perhaps. I'm not sure. Let's just create the script. So we go here with friends behavior and let's create another script. Let's say fracture behavior. What fractures behaviors will do is basically after a few times it will shrink down and we'll just delete the object. So what we need is let's say serialized field. We need a float time and serialized field. I think that's about it, just the time. And then let's say private list and let's add game object and friends fractures. No, let's do fractures and on start let's say fractures equal to game object dot get children. What the hell? Can I, is there a way that I can get all the children? game object dot, let's say, choose get fick Scheiße. Today I learned this word Scheiße, which means shit in German. Go to Grok and let's ask him, how do I get all the child objects of a game object in the pictures list? I have the list of fractures. Let's still to new transform. Okay, this is what I needed, and we were hopeless. So wow, let's go. So go. We have the what? Oh, my bad. So we have the fractures in the list. We initiate the list, and then each child in the transform we add them. Cool. Oh, forgot to put it in the right namespace. So I forget it. Oh my god. Okay. And this is my script. Okay. After instantiating the script, I wanted to start. I want so that start the time all the fractures starts shrinking and they are destroyed or deactivated. Let's say destroyed. Is deactivated better than destroyed? I'm not sure, but let's say deactivated. Yeah, deactivated. I made a mistake. I forgot to mention .win. And I kinda sucks with the coroutine because I forget the syntax all the time. Dude, I don't want you to do this many things, but thanks. Jesus, chill out. He'll start win instead. What did it do, by the way? Let's see. And then he gave me this. What? Let's see what it did. To achieve shrinking effect for touching is losing the change of popularity can replace the coroutine based shrinking. without using this was smooth scale each vector 0 over the specified duration and then deactivated once the animation is complete. The twin provides cleaner blah blah blah. Let the twin edit. Okay, showing animation, present transform. Okay. Deactivation incomplete to deactivate. Okay, so we'll use that win. So let's steal this code here. Oh, need to import the digitwinning library, and there we go. So for each fracture, it starts scaling from the current scale to 0 with this time, and it's in quad. Okay, let's just go with this default one. And on complete fracture to selective false. Okay, nice. Deactivate the parent object for the after the animation completes. Cool. Transform the to scale, the transform the local scale time. On complete. Okay. Is this what I want? I don't think so. I want it to be in parallel. Let's see what they cooked, what Croc cooked, you know. And wood fence, and let's do fracture behavior time. Let's say 1 second. Let's play. And after breaking it, oh my god, it's so fucking fast. Let's give 5 seconds. I think 5 seconds is decent. They'll seem like they're going under, but they're just getting deactivated. So many things have been left deactivated though. I think it's okay. And what else do we need to do? What else? We have the fence. We have the barrels. We have the tires. So it kinda matches the, you know, the what it calls. Kinda matches the fill, right? It kind of fulfills the fill, or not the fill. If for the fill, it should, you know, the camera should shake. There should be some particle effects and some nice crispy wood cracking sound. Those are missing here, so the fill is not complete. But from here, we can say that our wooden blocks work is complete, kind of. So do we work on the fill now, or do we work on the other assets? We should work on this, I think. Fill, this fill is kind of connected with this too. Oh, there should be more things, right? Let's add them. Let's add, what is it? Just particles. No, particles in the air, and let's make it blue. Control P. And dusty smoke from the cars. This also aligns with the fill mechanic we're talking about, with the fill. But it's alright, it's alright. I was thinking about making some shortcuts here, you know. Like here's a small shortcut here. Or a shortcut through here. This will be cool, right? You go middle of this town. Small chunk of area. Or a big shortcut here, I don't know. Let's plan this, okay? Oh, we also need the ramps. We need more things. We forgot. Yeah, this speed boost and ramps. We missed it because it's not blue. Probably because it's blue. We have the speed boost and ramp that we didn't make. We don't have the look ready, the work ready, the fill ready. So should I work on the? Should I? I don't wanna. I just wanna make some level. Those I can't wait. I can't wait. Okay, so if trees stack on each other should be a single object. Let's go and set you guys and create an empty parent. Let's say tires tree stack, and wood fence you need to override apply to all. And let's get rid of this too. Oh, this works. Barrels, just barrels. Okay. Oh, I'm vibing with the music. So do I plan on paper or just randomly put it in here? Just do it. Just do it, sir. Why am I not on Discord? Oh, I restarted my PC and I forgot that I need to be in Discord. Okay, so now if we go like this, so let's try it on paper. Okay. We are starting our rest from here, right? So here, okay. So let's paint and right marker. We have put barrels here, then barrels here, then again okay. then put some barrels here, then like this. We think we, instead of barrels, we put some fence here. Fence. No, fence is dumb. Let's put tires here. You know, like we're stopping to be hit. And is this going to be repetitive, or I think player won't notice because it is going to be completed so fast. More barrels there. Barrels there. Barrels. I think we should not put barrels, this many barrels. It's a high speed zone, so let's not put so many barrels. Let's put two barrels in the middle somewhere, so you know, so that the player don't just press the button, press and hold the button, you know, and just kind of slide it. So barrels here, and we will also add some tires here and tires here. And some more barrels here. And more barrels here. To force the player to take a steeper turn. And tires, so many tires. Also barrels here. Oh, don't forget, we also have blockets. Don't forget that. So here we'll add fence. It will look good. Look cool, okay? Fence here. Fence. Half the road, let's say full road fence. And immediately after drift, we'll put barrels. Okay, we're almost halfway there, but we are not quite there. Anything else? Some triangles, you know, barrel, triangle. So fucking weird. And then you also add some bricks, and let's add some fence there. And behind the fence we'll put barrels, you know, barrels and fence together, tires and fence together. Then put barrels, fence, barrels, 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 so many barrels. Man, this is probably going to be the most boring racing track anyone has ever seen. Ah, now let's go to our editor and let's just start doing our editing. First, let's take care of this. Oh my god, speed reducer. What changed actually? 0.5. Okay, why? So let's get rid of this 3 and you stay. You stay. So what are you going to do is from the start we're going to have barrels. We'll put guardrail, okay? Control T, Control T, Control T. This is a speed jump, so we shouldn't put too many barrels here, okay? But Control T, and let's put in here. Let's put them here. Okay. Are you cool being here? Yes, sir. Where go? And you 3 come into the middle. You know what? Let's do guys 4. The 4 musketeers. How about that? And let's add more barrels here. Okay, and let's put fuck. Let's put you guys in here. And let's put you guys down. Jeez. Control T, and you guys come here. Why are you floating? Jeez. Okay. Like this. And Control D. Also like this, but in the middle. Let's put in here. Okay. This one's okay, I think. And still with you. And oh my god, so many more. Just barrels and barrels, nothing else, only barrels. Instead of racing game, it should be a barrel game. So let's put another in the side so the player is forced to go through there, and let's put another one in the middle so he has to reroute it. Okay, and get rid of you. Let's get rid of you. Let's get rid of you. Let's get rid of you. Yeah, let's drive for a while and let's see how it feels. It's going to be a lot of trial and error moment, so also because my control is so tight that I'm I mean, my steering is so tight that it feels kind of easy to bypass it. So I think we are going to the right, going through a right phase. I'm not sure. What do you guys think? Okay, so we need this, the 3-tire stack, and oh, Control D, and just tag and say here. Control T and here. হুম,
কি খাবা?
কিছু না।
কিছু না।
Let's see how it goes. Yeah. Problem is it's turning into a more of a obstacle course than a racing game. That's what I don't like. Mm, let me record this and send it to someone expert. I think we made a good enough progress here. Like, making the distractible fence for 2 hours. I think I'll stop today because I think, you know, can't think of a way to make this look fun. So goodbye. Let's just end the stream here today. For how long we are streaming? Like